welcome to LexTalk World Talk Show presented by Clickaway Creators. Today we have Ms. Esther Ong, lawyer of 26 years of legal standing and a senior partner at Mrs. Esther Ong Tengku Saiful Sree, ETS in short. Her primary area of practice is intellectual properties, corporate matters, financial, and civil and corporate litigation. Esther also have passion for developing the franchisee business and has successfully assessed entrepreneurs to extend their business into a franchising group that has grown throughout Malaysia and overseas. Without further ado, let's dive in to know more about her. Hello, Esther. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you. So I just wanted to know, like, with the experience as a lawyer of 25 years legal standing, what makes you still practice as a lawyer?
Well, yeah, good question. Well, I hope that the 26 years doesn't make me look so old, okay, right? Yeah, but I'm glad. I'm glad that, okay, for the past 26 years of legal practices, I mean, if you ask me, okay, I'm very glad because, okay, the passion to really help people, that's the one that drives me. Well, you know, if you look at just now, as you said, you know, the areas of law that I practice, I help individuals, families, and also corporations to actually scale up their business. So in that way, in that way, it actually helps me to really push myself, okay, to really want to continue to actually improve myself to help them. Right. In fact, our philosophy of a firm is actually to really, really put their legal issues as our own. Just say, for example, there was one day, you know, when really that burdens me. When there's just one day, you know, someone just walk in, you know, they say that they want to have a divorce and all those things. Well, okay, I don't just help them. Okay, let's go to court. No, that's why you look at my my portfolio. I also help out in mediation as well as arbitration. So I will usually help to mediate between the couples. And then just now, let me complete my story. That was that fine day. Morning, one couple coming. Afternoon, another couple, you know, and then evening, another couple. So that really drives me to be a lawyer. That is a difference. That is not just, I mean, I do heard of some lawyers, they just be a divorce lawyer. That one, no. Our firm don't practice that. Our firm, we want to make sure that when they come, their problems, you know, I want to view it very, very seriously. I actually go in and find out, is there any way I can mediate for them? Right? So in that case, can you see, you know, every file is then different. It's not just a file where I can do it the same old thing, just go to divorce. No. So I find, in fact, there's one case where a father and son even came to me. Yeah, initially they just asked me, Esther, please, okay, I want to sue my son because, you know, he just like, you know, left and without working for him, he like, you know, he has been dismissed. Okay, and the son came and told me that, okay, I want to sue my father to the industrial court. But you know what? Again, you know, I take it differently, and I were there with them, guiding them, holding their hands, mediated for them. So can you see or not? So that means every file is so different. Every file that I do, I find that, you know, it's just a joy, you know, helping individuals, families, and companies to really solve their legal problems. So I always tell my staff team that, okay, right now, every file that we open, there's life behind. Okay, we are not just merely doing a piece of work or just black and white letters. Okay, it's actually every file that is live. So I guess this makes it so interesting to be a lawyer. So I'm happy if you ask me. I will continue to be a lawyer. I don't think I want to retire. Just that, of course, perhaps I take lesser files, but I will continue because, you know, I find that there's just so many needs out there for me to continue to help and render my services.
That's lovely. You really attach personally to the your clients and everything. That's just because of your soft-hearted, maybe. You can say that from your story.
Well, not just soft-hearted, because at times, okay, right, come to mediation, of course, I need to address the issue so that, you know, it benefits both parties, okay? But when just say the other party are still adamant to go ahead to the court, then I would not say soft anymore. I will really use all my legal means, okay, to go to court and fight for my clients. In fact, there's one case I was actually mediating for a couple, okay, a husband and a wife, And I was actually telling the wife that why not, okay, really, settle it amicably. But her wife doesn't want. Then I said, okay, look, never mind. I'm going to fight for you, husband. Okay, even though, okay, you earn lesser. Okay, this particular case, the husband earn lesser than the wife. But I said, no, never mind. Let us, I would say very aggressively, ensuring all legal rights will be covered, and I want to fight for the husband. Can I say or not? So that's what we do. Yeah, we want justice to be done. We do not want justice to be delayed. Yeah. Okay.
For sure. Lovely, lovely answer. Okay, so with the pandemics that have affected the whole world of almost in 2 years now. So what made you like, how do you manage it and cope up with being a founder and a senior partner?
Sure. If you ask me, this is also something unprecedented, right? I think the whole world, would never ever thought that, well, we will be like locked
Yeah.
down, right? I guess, this is something unprecedented. But I'm glad, okay, our firm from the very beginning, we have already been very IT based. So all our files, okay, it's not just the physical files, we have already uploaded into the cloud, okay, right? So of course, when those kind of like incidences happen, where also our government on March 18, 2020 announced that, okay, we now cannot go back to office, okay. Well, okay, we took some time to settle down first, and then I make announcement that, now man, don't worry, all the files are actually in the cloud, not to worry, but why not we bring some physical books back, and then we can always do some reading, we can improve ourselves, we perhaps write articles. So in that way, okay, in fact, they are happy, at least the clients also know that we will not be able to handle their files per se. Then we have time to actually write articles. In fact, during the pandemic, we handle a lot of talks. Okay, we call the client and say, look, is there any issue that you want us to address? And of course, obviously, the very important one is about the employment, right? They actually want to ask whether, do I need to pay them in full because right now the staff are working from home, or can I terminate them? So those kind of HR issues, okay, when we know that that is a thing that is actually being an issue to them, so we handle talks, okay, we give talks, we run talks, and they were very happy. We are able to help them, even though, like this, okay, we also do Zoom and guide them and let them. And of course, as to the staff, they were also happy because they say, look, I know that, you'll be feeling alone right now, okay, you're like working from home. So what I have instituted is what I call it as EIA, that is called ETS, Inspirational Assembly. That is something that we do it, I would say, during the pandemic, we say, look, we must meet, okay, but why not we not just meet, but we inspire one another. That's why we call it EIA. So ETS, Inspirational Assembly. So we make sure we meet, okay, in fact, every day. During the pandemic, we did it every day. So early morning, we have a time where we have someone share an inspiration. And of course, we will discuss what are the work that you have done for yesterday, and any issues that you have, why not we solve it together. So that become, I would say, something that they all look forward. In fact, they say that they look forward to it already, our EIA. Okay, and then of course, subsequently, we even developed another session called EAR. That is ETS, Appreciation Rituals. Because you see, every time we inspire, but sometimes they feel not appreciated. So I said, okay, never mind, definitely we appreciate you. Why not we express it, say it? So we have an EAR. That means it's an appreciation ritual. They need to talk, okay, well, I need to appreciate Miss ABC, okay, because, okay, during the pandemic, I'm not sure I can call the person was helping me. So I want each and everyone was appreciated. You get what I mean? Yeah. So in fact, it was again another good session. We have our EIA and our EAR. Back to you. Yeah.
Lovely concept that you were going through. That's amazing. Okay, my next question is just like me. So the pandemic saw some courts begin moving to remote processing and availabilities. So in this situation, is it possible to increase the access to justice? What's your opinion on this?
Well, I think it's a very good question. I must confess that, from the very beginning, we actually protested that, okay? We were of the opinion that, justice may not be served because how can, we interviewed or we actually cross-examine the witnesses if we can't see them, in person. So we protested that. We said, no, we can't. We do not want any trial to be conducted remotely. But you know what? I'm sure all of us know that this pandemic, doesn't just last for 1 month or 2 months, right? Now it's almost like 2 years already. So because of that, okay, right now, we then have to think, what are the ways and means that we can still achieve justice, but yet, we do not allow justice to further delay. Because you see, we are of the opinion that if justice further delay, it's actually justice denied for our clients. So then we talk to the court, okay, we wrote in and say, fine, we can now go for a trial via remotely, but we need to go over to the opponent's side to say we need to cross-examine their witness. I'm sure the witness perhaps sometimes in their room or whatever, or in the house. Then we send our lawyers over there to really, of course, to really ensure that there's no coaching and all that. And of course, you also say that, they must be in a place where it must be a full lighting so that, for the judge to see the demeanor of the person. Yeah, because all these things are very important, right? If they say remotely and they're covered up or they can't even see the facial expression, right? So that's where we do not want, and we ensure these steps are taken so that, okay, justice can be served even though we conduct our trial remotely.
Correct. Very well said. So I just have one more question for you. In this era of legal technology, what is the most commonly used tool for you, especially?
Okay. I'm glad also you asked this question because you see, I believe that as a lawyer, okay, well, people may say that, oh, I'm not good in IT, I'm IT literate, illiterate right now, okay? But from the very beginning, I started my firm in 1999. I must say that even way back in 1999, I have already gotten all the software in place. But at that time, our whole country, Malaysia, we don't have a software. I sourced it from UK. Okay, I purchased the software from UK to make sure that our firm is running on software already. But of course, subsequent years, when our country have developed its own, okay, I use them a customized software so that, okay, it is more localized, okay, instead of using the foreign UK software. So I migrated and used a better sophisticated but localized software. So that is something whereby I believe that is very important because, okay, having IT support is where, we find that we can efficiently, okay, do the work for our clients, be it corporate, litigation, or even conveyancing. Yeah. So of course, on top of that, I must say that I want to perhaps say this. I also use Trello. Okay, Trello. I think that is common. That was not something customized. Customized one, I use it in the office. But the one that I use where, it can be also downloaded on a handphone. That's why I thought I like it. Okay, I use Trello. Okay, so Trello, whereby, okay, right, in the handphone, I can have all the information. And when I come back to the office, okay, I can use my laptop or on my desktop. Everything is synced. So that's something that we really, really fully utilize IT software to enhance our work. Because the way I see that when our work is enhanced, we manage our files, that's where, justice will not be delayed. Again, justice will not be denied.
Very well said. You have to be updated with your technology and you have to enhance your job for the clients, of course.
Exactly. Yes,
So,
exactly.
as it's been said, time is money in any profession, especially being a lawyer, it's the most of all. So how do you manage your time as a lawyer? What is your time mantra, I would say?
Okay, good question. Yeah, I'm glad, because I'm glad that you cover questions not only law, but also how we practice. Okay, so I hope that it will be helpful for those who listen in. Now, very importantly, okay, right now, yes, time is money, but of course, I want to make full use of my time. To say, I rather spend my time with clients, understand their issues, than, to reread again and again. So the policy of our firm is like that. Whatever, okay, a document is given to us, okay, I make it a point, I tell all my lawyers that, please use a pen, please use a highlighter, read it one time, don't read 2 times, right? Read it one time, highlight at the same time, okay? I must say that there are tendency people will just read it, and then after that go to read again because they did not highlight. So of course, okay, I make it a point to all my lawyers that please read whatever one time, highlight it. And in fact, we have a system, we call it ABCDI. Yeah? What does it mean? ABCDI means, okay, I want them to have checklists already straight away. A is all the accounts. That means that whatever that they do straight away, so to speak, minute down their time, so that don't have to like, okay, perhaps end of the month or end of the week only, I recall, what have I done? Okay, then only you key in, okay? So make it a point, that's why Trello comes in handy, because it's from your handphone as well. So must record down, A is signs for account. Okay, that means whatever billing that you need to bill clients, straight away put under A. Then B is what we call the bonus point, meaning to say that any good idea that you have, immediately put it down. Okay, don't wait, because sometimes you wait, you cannot recall, what is the idea that I have to solve the issue for client? Straight away, write it down. Okay, so A, B, C is calendar. Okay, any date, any due date, immediately put down the checklist as well. And then D is a to-do list. Why I want to have a to-do list? Because, okay, when I open a file, okay, our practice is that we even discuss the strategy, understand the case from the beginning till the end. We all have end in mind. We don't do things just this part, okay, complete, happy, that's it, goes up. No. Whatever file that we do it till the end. We know the ending. We know what kind of case law we want to use at the end. So the end is already in mind. That's why we have a to-do list up until the end. That's why it's D. And then last is I, not E, I. I is actually issues arising. That means whenever we discuss or whenever we talk, these are the issues that we already reckon it will happen. We solve it even now itself. We don't wait until last minute, then everything will be like haywire. So we do things properly, way ahead. So frankly speaking, not only we save time, okay, but also we save ourselves from stress. Okay, so I hope that it helps.
That's really nice. That's really lovely. I think our young professionals who are just, into this law practices, they'll definitely learn this. And that's really a good thing that you have given to them. A, B, C, D, and I. Hope they'll remember. Thank you so much for sharing such a great insights with us. And we'll be looking forward for many chats with you in future in trending topics in international legal industry. So for all our viewers, if you like our chat with Esther Ong, please like, share our video and subscribe our page, Clickaway Creators. We'll be coming up with more lawyers and law firms for you. This is Ayushi from LexTalk World.